Hello viewers, welcome back to Rising Star. Today I'm going to teach you about the flight control surfaces. Our main objective will be to focus on primary control surfaces, the secondary control surfaces and track fairing. Here you can see in the picture I have shown the spoilers and the flaps which are on the trailing edge of the wing and ailerons as well. And you can see the root of the wing and the tip of the wing, and the front one is the leading edge. So there are three primary control surfaces. First one is aileron, then we have rudder, and then the last one is elevator. So the longitudinal axis of the aircraft goes from nose to the tail, and the rotation about longitudinal axis is called roll. And this is controlled by the primary control surface known as aileron. So there is an aileron on each wing and they move in opposite direction in order to perform the function. So if the pilot wants to make a right turn, he or she will turn the stick to the right and the aileron on the right side will go upwards, and on the left side of the wing the aileron will go downward. So the upward movement on right side will reduce the lift and increase the drag on the right side, and this will make the wing drop and the plane will turn right. So the same procedure will be performed in order to make a left turn. So the second one is the yaw. Rotation of the aircraft about the vertical axis is called yaw, and it is controlled by the primary control surface known as rudder. It will make the nose turn left or to the right. Elevator is the primary control surface of the pitch, and pitch is the rotation about the transverse axis. It makes the aircraft climb or descend. Secondary flight control surfaces include flaps, which are found at the trailing edge of the wing. Slats are found at the leading edge of the wing. Spoilers are also found at the trailing edge of the wing. And the last one is the trim tab, which are found on the trailing edge of the primary control surfaces, for example, ailerons, rudder, and elevator. Here I have shown a rough sketch of slats, spoilers, and flaps. Flaps are found on the trailing edge of the wing, and they increase the lift during low speed operations, for example during landing or takeoff. And there are four different types of flaps. I have shown the picture here as well. First one is the plain, the second one is a split flap, and then we have foiler flaps and slotted flaps. Now, what are flap track fairings? Flap track fairings are the secondary structures which are found at the trailing edge of the wing, and they are there to provide the smooth profile, and they also reduce the foam drag. Foam drag is the drag due to the pressure field in the boundary layer around the component, and they also reduces the interference drag. Now, what is interference drag? It is due to the proximity of two components. Now, for example, the wing and the fuselage, or the wing and the engine. So flap track fairings help to reduce both type of drags as well. Let's talk a bit about the spoilers now. As you can suggest from the name, they are the real spoilers. So they spoil the lift and they create drag. So they interfere with the normal airflow and reduce the lift and create more drag, which slows down the aircraft while landing. And there are two types of spoilers. First one are the flight spoilers, which are used during the flight, and then the second one is the ground spoilers, which are used when the aircraft is on the ground. Next we have slats, which perform same function as flaps, and they are found on the leading edge of the aircraft, just above the engine, as you can see in the picture here. And they also increase the lift during low speed operations, and they move forward and downward when deployed. Lastly, we will discuss about the trim tabs. As I have mentioned earlier, trim tabs are found on the primary control surfaces, and they are there to help the pilot. Trim tabs are just small extra control surfaces which is added on each main surface to allow pilot to trim the aircraft so that it flies naturally, straight and level. And there are four types of trim tabs. First one is the plain trim tab, then we have anti-servo tabs, Third one is the balance tab, and lastly we have ground adjustable tabs. A more detailed video will be provided soon on my channel. Thank you so much for watching.